Nvidia is a fantastic company. They are providing quality product for a very fastly growing industry. GPUs, CPUs, this, that, and the other. But that's what they do. That's what they bring to the table. What their stock price is a whole separate entity. You have to respect that sometimes stocks go down and sometimes they go up. Here's my price target on Nvidia today. Now, this can change. If we see a break below, a close below the say 17 range, I think we're going to 110 as support. From there, we could see a bounce up against resistance, which would be probably 117, 118. But if we see a break through 110, we're going to most likely with $96 to 100. There you see support. You could see some growth. 200 is always a great moving average to follow when it comes to like catastrophe situations, and that presently sits at $78. I don't necessarily believe we're going to get there. 110 though, I think it's possible, and if we see a rate lowering of rates by the Federal Reserve in the coming next week, I believe their meeting is on the 31st, I think there's a good chance you'll see a reduction in the Fed funds rates, which would rally these high volatility, high beta stocks like Nvidia and some of the others like Apple and Microsoft. But in the meantime, I do think we're going to go lower. And if we see a close below that 117 mark, I think 110 is a support level where it would get interesting to hold this kind of position. If it goes through 110, well, 96, and then, where you see this big green line here below right around 78, there's a lot of buyers in the past, and there's a lot of support there. So I'm optimistic that we're going to see a rate lowering in between now, this meeting in July and the meeting in September. That's not necessarily great for the economy because it's an admittance that we are in a recession and that money is tight and too expensive. And the average person in this country is struggling right now, which I truly believe is happening. You go to the grocery store and they just milk you on all those groceries, and you get less today than you did a year ago. Inflation's real, we're experiencing it, but every other industry will do this as well. You're going to see the strain on these AI rallies, but it doesn't mean the companies are bad. It just means it's not right time, and the economy is in a cycle of risk off, and we're seeing that movement to the consumer staple market. So my price target right now is if we break through like a 117 on Nvidia, I see 110. If we break through that, then I see 96. There it gets really interesting, and money most likely will start flowing back into Nvidia, these high risk stocks, and you can capitalize on it. Just be patient. Just be respectful that we are in a downtrend. You can look at that MACD below, just off my right-hand shoulder there, and it's negative. MACD is a slower indicator versus the slow stochastic, which is in a position that you could see a rally, indication of a rally in Nvidia up towards that 20 period simple moving average. That's that yellow line there. So that's my take on this. I do believe this all changes every day, and based on policy at the Fed, based on politics, based on geopolitics, anything can move these stocks. We saw it with Tesla coming out with missing earnings and guidance wasn't strong. Google saying they're slowing down a bit in AI development. These are just indications that things are slowing. Doesn't mean these companies are bad, doesn't mean these companies are just going away. It just creates opportunity for you to buy these companies at cheaper prices. Protect your profits, relish in your wins, pack them, put them away, and then wait for a great opportunity to buy some of these great companies. This is not advice or recommendation. This is my ideas and my thoughts. Love to hear what your ideas on where these stocks are going, in particular Nvidia, in the coming 15 to 30 days. Love to see some comments there. And for all those people who think I'm off my rocker, love to hear why you think these things are going higher instead of just telling me I'm wrong and I'm off my rocker. If you have a case, I love to hear it because I'm willing to change my mind on those cases. So look forward to hearing back from you. Peace, and always live loud.